everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm Elena Dina, and today we are going to be playing the game of life. And I think I have enough time for a full mode game this time. And we're going to play with 4 random CPUs. And of course, I am green. But yeah, we're going to play a full mode game this time. Perfect. We're going college, of course. You go college in this game, you typically get the big bucks. 5, decent. My strategy is always to get houses and as many kids as I can, as well as try to get as much money, but the cards are also pretty great too. Red, you're a weirdo. Okay, Red made a logical decision on that one. Typically, Red's kind of a weirdo, though. And of course, the first thing he lands on is a payday. Now, I don't really like to go the career path if I can help it, because unless it's like on a fast mode game, and then I go on then I go that way. That would be something my friend Mo would love, because she used to own some goats, and she loves to do it. So she really loves it. Every time I like pin her in something every time I share something with her that's about goats, she loves it. And that's gonna be me. Of course, I do that. Of course, I actually feel a lot better about it because yeah, thank you. And now, hopefully, and no, we're not out of this yet. Well, I just randomly clicked, so it looks like, well, I picked the other lowest player randomly, luckily. I'd have to be awful lucky on this one, which I know I wasn't gonna be lucky on that one. But I'm in this for the long haul, so this one's probably going to be a pretty decent length video. I did just spend about a little under 30 minutes on the last video, and if you're wondering why I'm kind of messing with my hair a bunch, it's really poofy now because of the fact that I took a shower last night after finishing my work in the kitchen. So I finished my work in the kitchen, then I had my stuff all ready, so I just grabbed it, hopped in the shower, took a shower, and then went to bed last night. But my hair is so poofy today. It really gets poofy, gets annoying, and I can't find I think my hairspray is somewhere amongst all the rest of my stuff, so I don't have I don't have my hairspray to help control my hair like I used to. I'll have to definitely find it again. It's still amongst all of my packed stuff. My packed stuff is really bad. It's really bad how much packed stuff I still have, so yeah, that one was kind of a steal because he ended up hitting one. So literally, unless I hit one, he was gonna be able to go anywhere he wanted. Well, he was gonna be not getting that money for sure. And when we hit statutes, it's gonna be fun because, well, let's just say I happen to be really good at statutes. I beat the NPCs every time. Yay! Finally got through the college path. Lawyer, no question on that one. I'll take the lawyer over anything else. I'll take the lawyer over everything else but brain surgeon. Brain surgeon's like the highest you can get up there. Take it, bank. So yeah, I was the last one to make it out of there, but the longer you hang out on the board, the more assets you can attain. And the lower numbers you can roll, especially between this one and the last spot you can get a kiddo, the more kids you can rack up. So let's see how many kids I can get this time, because I got 8 on the last. I got 8 on the last one, I believe. Well, the last time I played the full mode. And the place where the actual character sits in the cars means this must be like the version built for everybody outside of the everybody built outside of the US, because I think like the US is one of the few places where the drivers sit on the left hand side of the vehicle. Because I believe almost everywhere else, people tend to sit everywhere else, everyone typically sits on the right hand side of the vehicle. And I myself don't really know like how that works when it comes to other countries, because I literally have not left the US in my entire life. I haven't left the US in my entire life, and I really haven't done much in the way of even travel around my own country. So for those of you like out different countries that watch my videos, I'm just gonna say this: you guys are kind of you're interesting to me, at least, because unlike most people in America that are like, well, some of the people in America that are like no immigrants, that sort of thing, I'm like, you don't have to be an immigrant to come to the US and just kind of hang out for a little while and just kind of share your customs with us and share your traditions. Because even though it's just kind of it's supposed to be like, I know it's supposed to be like America first and everything, I don't agree. There's quite a few of us in the US that don't agree with this. And let's see, luxury apartment, family home. Well, I can grab, well, this one I can't really lose either way, so I'll just grab the family house. But yeah, I really don't agree with the whole America first thing. And yes, it might be saying that I'm un-American. Apparently, according to some people, a real American knows the full national anthem. Actually, no person knows the full national anthem. I do, but then again, I was musically inclined as a kid as well. I've been musically inclined for a long while as well. No, I don't want to give this guy a wedding gift. But yeah, I myself am like, I've always seen myself as more of a try to get to know everybody from around the world thing. Even if it's like even if they're different from me, because it doesn't make it makes me feel bad to think of to see the sort to see all the stereotypes for a person of a different nationality, because America's full of stereotypes for everybody. But if you if you know if you know what you're doing, and you know how to, and if you know what to look for, you can find people from those nationalities and kind of get to and kind of just get to know them. I myself see myself as sort of one of those of the world people. And even though some of my DNA is native, I don't see myself as a fully American because, well, what is America? A place of immigrants. And so when we start closing our borders to immigrants and other such stuff, that makes me see every single other time we've done it in the US history. We closed the border to immigrants I believe it was a little over twice to three times in US history. And now we're doing it again. I don't see that as a positive way forward. And then again, of course, a lot of the lawmakers and such would say, "You're female, shut up." I say it's time to change those stereotypes. Time to change the way we think about the world in general. As a country, we're supposed to be one of the top people in the world, and we're supposed to be the light of the world. I think the UK and the rest of the let's see, we're taking money from Red. But yeah, I don't see that as a I don't see ourselves as really the top of the world anymore. I think we had our top of the world moment, and it's time for other parts of the world to gain the spotlight. Because, we had our good run at the top of the world for the moment, or for that moment. It's time we kind of handed over the totem to the next to one the next. It's time that we as America hand over our totem to the next world with the world's best interests at heart. Ooh, okay, minigame. Okay, not my favorite, and I typically lose it. I typically lose that grab the cash. And this is armed robbery, kid. For those of you that are kids watching this is armed robbery. Do This is not something you do at home. Okay, I managed to collect a pretty good, decent amount. Wait, did I actually just win that? Awesome, actually. Decent, actually. That was a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. And now it's my turn again. But yeah, I say it's time that we just kind of accepted that we're no longer the top of the world, and time for us to try to just improve the world around us as we can. And we're picking the lowest numbered one. But I myself see the world as kind of like we're no longer the top dogs of the world, and so we need to accept it and work to improve our position in the world. And starting with the hashtag March for Our Lives movement that a lot of the younger kids are doing. Now I'm a 19-year-old. And you're like, you shouldn't be speaking on this if you're 19. You're no longer in school, in the high school scenario. I live, oh yay, statutes. But I live in an area where every single household almost every household owns a gun. And every kid in the area is trained from a very young age in how to deal with those weapons. And every kid from a very young age is trained how to how to handle those, because this is a hunting community area that I live in. Every kid, or almost every kid, tromps through the woods and goes and hunts deer and elk and such stuff. Deer, elk, moose, wildcats, and other such stuff to either feed their families or because it's something they do as a family bonding thing. Now, you might be like, they don't need guns. They don't need as many guns either. A lot of them around here own like hunting rifles. Not a lot of them own like semi-automatic stuff. Well, like super semi-automatic machine guns. Machine guns are not something that's typically owned a lot around this area, because most everybody just owns their basic hunting, maybe semi-automatic hunting rifle. And you might be like, well, that can still do damage. That can still do a lot of damage in the area. Everyone in this county specifically knows that every school is a gun-free zone. And so we just avoid stuff by saying, hey, this is gun-free zone. And also our schools are either within a few minutes of law enforcement, or so remote that everybody everybody knows everybody around here. The only people that could even attempt to try to get away with something would have to be someone from very far away. And a lot of even though there's not really much in the way of mental health out here to help troubled youth, I myself was at one point a troubled youth myself. I also my family didn't really own a gun either. My family doesn't own weapons because typically we have some our family is full of troubled youth and such, and so a lot of our family members don't need guns to cause trouble. You're like, yeah, people still cause trouble with with other weapons. My family does have a bit of issue with that sort of thing, but a lot of us are a little bit more in the way of handling it via doing other activities. My brothers typically do with things like they learn how to work on vehicles, and they also learn how to work on they learn how to work on vehicles, and they also learn how to work with wood and such. That's how they handle it. Me, I handle my issues by videos and YouTube. It's like therapy for me. Except at this point, oh, I didn't want such a high number. But oh well. At least I got one kid. But yeah, I don't see it as a I don't see it as like a excuse for a lot of people. You have mental health issues? Yeah, you do. If you have mental health issues, you really don't. First off, you don't need to own a gun. First off, I'm just saying that. And two, let me just say this. To be honest, no, not everybody in the world needs to own a gun. Not everybody in the United States needs to own a gun, anyways, because no matter no matter where you go, and no matter what sort of gun you can use, and no matter how far you can shoot empty cans and watermelons and stuff like that from a distance of, the U.S. government can blow up a city faster than you can take over the government, faster than you can make the government quit their actions. So there's not really a point to trying to save trying to use to learn how to use them to defend yourself from the government, because, well, the government can trash a city faster than you can have time to stop it anyways. The NRA is just trying to pump fear into the hearts of America, so that way Americans can be like, we want guns, we want guns. You don't want guns, America. That's just fear. That's just people pumping fear into your system. And we're gonna buy another house, because a lot of my audience is for America. A lot of my audience is the USA. So I'm just saying this. You don't need guns. You want them, but you don't need them. Yes, it is a US right to own a gun. But that was made back in the day when it literally, you had one shot. If you didn't get that shot, you had to make sure you had like 3 backup weapons already loaded for any chance to defend yourself. So it was not made back in the day when you had thousand. It was not made in the day when you had thousands of rounds of ammunition. Hundreds of bullets you could shoot out of a gun at once. It wasn't made back in those days. It wasn't made in the time when that was the sort of weapons you could use. And now you're like, oh, you're socialist, or you're the person that wants to control guns altogether. I say that common sense means you don't need to shoot 30 rounds out of one clip. 30 rounds in a clip does not need to be done. because and also guns are best left to video games anyways, because well, while it might seem like a good idea to own a weapon, really, what are you going to and I got my lawyer job back. But yeah, what are you gonna do when the government decides oh, so say this place isn't obeying us, and they want to stop the government from doing something that the government really shouldn't be doing anyways. But say they want to stop, say like, I'm not going to name a specific place, but say like somewhere in Idaho, somewhere in southern Idaho, because southern Idaho is more populated than northern Idaho where I live. Say somewhere in southern Idaho, and yay, we got statutes again. But say somewhere in southern Idaho, they want to stop the government from doing this, that, or the other. The government could be like, oh, okay, press button, bomb dropped on southern Idaho, you're done. Now, I live where there's no significant infrastructure. I live where there's no significant infrastructure, so it's very hard to. It'd be very hard for someone to bomb us. I live in a town with maybe 300 people, and all those people are scattered between about 7 to 8 square miles or more. And the next town nearest to us maybe has about 100 people, and they're also really well spread out. We don't have very much super significant infrastructure where I live, so if, say, we wanted to plan a rebellion against the government officials out here, and this is all hypothetical, by the way, if we wanted to do so, there wouldn't be much stopping us, because while we do have officials out here and such stuff, it's very well spread out. It's so very far spread out, and we have so many woods out here. We have a lot of woods, and we don't have much in the way of like super significant infrastructure. We have a few bridges around here, not very big, and if we wanted to, we have back roads and such to get to places anyways. So there wouldn't be too much stopping us from being able to actually hold a city state out here without how little of space there, with how little of infrastructure there actually is. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. So all of you people that say we need these semi-automatic guns with the bump stocks and all this to defend ourselves against the government, buddy, they could just bomb you. They don't need to put a troop on the ground. They have missiles. They have bombs. They have nuclear bombs. They could drop a bomb on you faster than you could say, "Oh, buddy." Actually, oh, that's just not fair. If you wouldn't even have time to say that before. Beep. Done. Yeah, so there's no need for all these guns anyways. We've kind of become a state where it's just like everything that makes any sense is not something we think of as something we should be doing. It just doesn't make any sense anymore to to do common sense things in America, because America has gone to the point where it's like, oh, you want common sense gun regulation? That means you want to take all of our guns away. That's not true. Say a hunting rifle used in an area, say you're in a country like I am. A hunting rifle is a common sense item because you need it to defend yourself against bears, wildcats, and you also need it to hunt food. Now, say you end up in an area, say you're in an area like a city, it's better to have home alarm systems and such, and it also maybe a few Home Alone style traps at your windows and doors. It doesn't make sense to have an actual gun in the city. Oh my gosh. Blue's just racking in the kids, eh? But it doesn't make much sense to just say we need our guns and just hound them like they're your children, because it actually doesn't make that much sense anymore to try to treat it like and try to treat guns like they're your precious things that you can't live without at all. But yeah, it doesn't make much sense anymore on all of that. No, that doesn't mean that guns don't belong in video games. You can leave guns in video games all you want. I play Minecraft specifically because there is no weapons that are like the super that are like the there's no guns in Minecraft. The closest thing to a gun is a bow. Now I'm a decent shot with a bow, but you hand me a gun in a video game, I don't do well at all. I also kind of have a little bit of with me myself. I kind of have a little bit of almost a post traumatic stress disorder from super loud jarring sounds because of how I lived as a kid. But so I myself don't see guns as a necessity, because it's like, why do you need guns? Because it doesn't make much sense to own a gun if you're, especially someone like me who doesn't like a lot of loud, super loud jarring sounds. I about twitch out of my skin every time I hear one of those sounds. So and then people are like, we need guns. Ah, run. It doesn't make it. It doesn't make any. It's just not viable anymore as a source of protection. If you want protection from the government, build a bomb bunker. And I won again. That's the third time I think we've played statutes, and the third time I've won statutes. And I've won the other two. I've won all the mini games so far. That's just kind of randomly weird that I actually won everything on that. I kind of just spun my hair up because I wanted to. Because I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it away from my face. Because it's decided it wants to get in my face and wants to try to mess me up while playing the game. And of course. Okay, when it comes to the highest thing I've climbed, there's really not too much. Probably a child's jungle gym because I have had quite a bit of a fear of heights. I've been working on it, but you can't get me up a ladder to save my life. Another grab the cash? Seriously? Armed robbery and getting past security guards. This is I don't know who invented this game, but why did you do it? I also managed to avoid a lot of the red notes as well. By avoiding a lot of the red notes, I can also give myself a little bit of an advantage, because by avoiding the red notes, I got cash only. Oh my gosh, I just won an achievement. And it was from only because I didn't win that one, but I only got cash and no notes. I got none of the red notes and only the cash, which was great. That was just funny. I wasn't intending on getting an achievement, but then I got an achievement. So, yep, and there we go. And there's more money. I'm already probably gonna. There's more money up for grabs, but I'm probably not gonna win. To be honest, I have I don't have the best win rates when it comes to the spin ones. Let's see, where is Blue, anyways? Okay, Blue's like the furthest back out of all of us, and I was the one furthest behind at one point. Right now, Yellow's winning in money, and I'm not sure if they're winning in kids, but I know they're winning in money. Oh, no, they're not winning in kids, that's for sure. I think Blue is winning in kids. I come in second place for kids, and then, ooh. 20K, and then I spin again. Wow. And statutes again. But wow, I've got a lot of the. I'm actually probably like. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna win this, to be honest. I don't always try to win, but I actually do. I don't know. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what? Oh no. I lost. I lost a big time. I was bragging and then I just lost. Don't even get anything, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get anything. I lost my butt big time on that one. I'm almost hoping that. Well, no. Nope, he retired first. With this game, it really doesn't matter where you go, to be honest, into the houses, because normally it's just like one place you go, one place you have the potential to win big, and the other place you don't. I don't remember what the rules are on the two places, but yeah, I just kind of enjoy this game though. It's kind of relaxing at the same time. It's kind of stressful too. It's just like I'm just gonna hop into the same place, and then Red's kind of the one that would be living the high life when it comes to retirement, because he doesn't have any kids. And you know why I can say a he? Because every single NPC is a guy. I didn't set it that way. That's just how it ended up. And what's fun is we can still collect stuff upon retirement. So Blue's the last one in line, eh? So we're literally just gonna sit here and watch Blue spin a whole bunch. Oh, and I'm still collecting money. And we can also still collect from mini games and such. Blue's the only one that can move at this point. And Blue just got to the point of retirement, so yeah, yay. We just get to watch them collect the last little bit of cash, and it is actually 4 o'clock. Oh my gosh. So yeah, as soon as I get down here, I need to get down to the library because I'm missing Jerome ASF streams, and I'm not getting this uploaded on time, as I should be. So yellow, me, red, and then blue, of course, and then so yeah, I've got 2 houses to sell, and wait, what? Okay, so okay. Not too bad. I made a pretty decent profit. Red just kind of shows like a pretty crappy place, and then they chose they chose an okay place there. Either way, if they hit red, they're losing money. Most of mine were pretty solid investments. So neither other place did that. So now it's cash and action cards. I don't bother counting because it's just like it's a little bit too much, and I think I have the most action cards as well. Okay, I had 11. Decent. So he had 8. So it's 1,000 per card. So, well, no, it's 100 per card. I'd be like 1,000. I was like, well, it's 100K per card, which is basically the same as 100,000. Oh, and now it's sell the kid time. So I had three of the rascals this time. So I had 150k, and then red didn't get any kid bonuses. So blue is gonna be the big ringer with 5 kids, I believe it was. Yep, 5 kids. And nobody had any loans, so. And wait, what? Wow, I really did win. I wasn't expecting that big of a win. So it was 4,120,000 between the 11 action cards, the 3 kids, and the 2 houses, as well as the money I brought in before retirement. And a little bit of money I earned between retirement and well, into the game. So, yeah, and that was actually a pretty good game. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave the game because that was one long round. And, yeah, it's definitely time for me to go get this video uploaded. So, without further ado, I am Elena Dina, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, guys!